Hello everyone and welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to talk getting started with Warhammer 40,000, and today we're going to take a look at the Leagues of Votann, and in particular, we're going to take a look at the Kronus Hegemony. Now, this is a sub-faction you can find inside Codex Leagues of Votann. It's soon to come out for Warhammer 40,000. And we're going to take a look at all the rules that make this particular sub-faction of the Leagues special. We'll then take a look at a couple of units we recommend to get started with this League, and then look at other units to expand upon those initial purchases with, and finally finish off the video with a little sample warband of 1,000 renown for you to use as some inspiration for creating your own Leagues of Votann army from the Kronus Hegemony for your own inspiration. Now, with this, we get the League Custom Battle Prowess. Now, this heavily focuses on getting our units into combat. Each time a unit with this custom fights, if it made a charge move, was charged, or performed a heroic intervention this turn, then that unit's fight is resolved and they get to make an extra attack characteristic for all models in the unit. Pretty cool stuff. Also, each time a model with this custom makes a melee attack, if that model was charged, or performed a heroic intervention this turn, you add one to the strength of their attacks as well. So some really cool combat focused benefits. On top of this, we have a warlord trait and a relic that both really benefit getting into combat. And a cool stratagem called Bloody Expectations. For 1 CP, use it in the fight phase when a Kronus Hegemony unit from your army is selected to fight, and until the end of the phase, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack and unmodified of a 6, scores an additional hit, so exploding 6s to hit for your units. And so, to get started with, I don't think there's a better place for this sub-faction to get started than with the Einherjar Champion. The Einherjar Champion is massively just built straight out for combat. Strength and toughness 5, 5 wounds, 4 attacks, 2 up save, weapon skill, ballistic skill 2+, and the option of a couple of fantastic weapons in either the Dark Star Axe for +1 strength, AP -3, damage 1, and each time an attack is made with this weapon you make 2 hit rolls instead of 1, and each time an attack is made by this weapon is allocated to an enemy model that cannot use any rules to ignore wounds that it loses. On top of that, you could choose to go with the Mass Hammer, ×2 your strength, making this model strength 10, and then -3 AP, damage D3 +3, however you do -1 to hit, but that's not too bad when you are a 2+ base to hit. You've got the option to have either a teleport crest to allow your unit to teleport onto the battlefield, or to give them the We Field crest to get the Shield Crest keyword, giving them a wounds characteristic of 6 and 8, 4+ invulnerable save. Now you've got other cool abilities with them. First of all, Void Armor and then Exo Armor, meaning they subtract 1 from all damage against them. The Ram Shield allows them, each time a melee attack is made against this model, you subtract 1 from the attack's wound rolls against them. Their Aura allows friendly League Hearthguard units within 6 inches of them to reroll wound rolls of 1. And the Mass Drive Accelerators, each time this model ends a charge move, select 1 enemy unit within engagement range and roll a d6. If the result is an unmodified 6 or equal to or beats the highest toughness characteristic of the unit, the enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So just a complete combat monster. Now, we have to go with some Hearthkin warriors as our troops, as they're the only troops available to the Leagues of Votann at current. But they do have some cool combat weapons available to them. You can choose to equip your Thane with either a Plasma Axe or Plasma Sword, both -3 AP, damage 1. You get an extra attack each time you attack with the Plasma Sword, or you can get +1 strength with the Plasma Axe. They can also choose to take Concussion Gauntlets, which are +3 strength, -2 AP, damage 2. Great for if you're getting caught in combat with some Space Marines. You've got a variety of different weapon options available on the unit as well, with loads of different options, including your baseline gun and a ton of different special weapon variations. Where do we look to next, though, for this army? And I think, well, we've got the Einherjar Champion in there, so why not go with some Einherjar Hearthguard to go along with them? First of all, you can take a Teleporter crest or a We Field crest on this unit's Haser as well, so definitely if you're going with that Teleporter crest and you're wanting a nice big teleporting unit, you can definitely go with that. Now, they have the options of a couple of different weapons, either the Itacan Plasma Gun, which is a Hunter 1, meaning you get one shot with it, 24-inch range, strength 8, AP -4, damage 2. Plasma guns that don't backfire is pretty awesome to me. Or you can go with Vulcanite Disintegrators, 18-inch range, Hunter 3, strength 5, no AP, damage 1, but you do some mortal wounds in addition. They can choose to have either the Concussion Gauntlet, same as we mentioned just for the Hearthkin Warriors before, or you can go with Plasma Blade Gauntlets for +1 strength, AP -3, damage 1. However, each time you attack, you get a bonus attack on the unit. +1 strength on them with their base strength of 5 is really nice. They've got a 2-up base save as well, strength toughness 5, 2 wounds apiece, 2 attacks base, weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+, a really solid unit. The unit's Hazer can also choose to take the Concussion Hammer as well, ×2 strength, -2 AP, damage 3, but -1 to hit. Not too much of an issue, though a little bit more as you are, 4-ups to hit if you choose to take that instead. Now, looking at a unit that can definitely get more out of our backfield objective holders, which are the Hearthkin Warriors, a Carl is a really fun unit to bring along. First of all, the Carl is going to provide his Kindred Hero Aura, where your League core units within 6 inches of him can reroll hit rolls of 1, which is really cool. This actually does also include the Einherjar Hearthguard we just mentioned as their core as well, and they're going to focus on the Chthonian Berserkers as well that we're about to talk about, as they're all core units. Now, the Carl also has a nice 4-up invulnerable save. His Grim Efficiency rule allows you to put some extra judgment tokens down on enemy units. You can also make him teleport as well if you want, or you can go with a Rampart Crest, where you provide a nice aura around while friendly League Infantry or League Bike units are within 6 inch. Models in that unit have a 5-up invulnerable save against range attacks. The range of this ability, however, cannot be increased by any means at all. There's a couple of different combat options you can take, like the Mass Gauntlet for +3 strength, -3 AP, damage 3, though -1 to hit. Forge Wrought Plasma Axe for +1 strength, -3 AP, damage 2. And then he's also got his own option for a Vulcanite Disintegrator on him, or the Auto Pattern Combi Bolter. Now, next up for another good combat unit for the army, we have Chthonian Berserks. These are just fantastic. First of all, strength and toughness 5, 2 wounds, 3 attacks, only a 6-up save on weapon skill, ballistic skill 3+. But they do pack an absolute punch. Standard, you have heavy plasma axes on the unit, where each time an attack is made, you can choose to do either the strike attack for +1 strength, -3 AP, damage 2, or a sweep, where each time an attack is made with this, you get 2 attacks each, so they can go up to 6 attacks at -3 strength user, damage 1. You can take twin concussion gauntlets on them as well for a nice higher strength attack. Or you can choose to even take the Mole Grenade Launcher, which is a 24-inch Hunter D6, strength 5, -2 AP, damage 1 shot blast that can target units that the unit can't even see. Now, looking at that unit, we can put them in one of the transports, which is the Sagator. This can transport 5 of them, or go in a squadron of 2, and if you've got a 10 model unit of Chthonian Berserks or Hearthkin Warriors, you can actually put them inside your Sagators and split them into 2 squads, which is pretty awesome, I think. Now, the Sagator has a bunch of different options it can provide with, but for me, I really do like the Sagator Missile Launcher as its weapon. Strength 10, -3 AP, damage 2, damage 3 with heavy 2 on its profile. And so here we have our sample army list for the Kronus Hegemony with the Leagues of Votann. So, we've gone with the Einherjar champion. He is going to be our warlord, and we've chosen to take the Dark Star Axe because this allows us to take the relic, the Just Blade. This swaps out for his Dark Star Axe and gives him +1 strength, AP, -4, damage 2, but invulnerable saves cannot be taken against this weapon instead of the ignoring the ward saves. So, you've got your options here on what you sort of want to go with. We've given him the Warlord trait Exemplary Hero, which is the Warlord trait for the Kronus Hegemony. This allows each time the Warlord fights, if they're in range of an enemy character or monster, then the fight is resolved. Once it's resolved, you also add 1 to your attacks during that fight. Each time the Warlord makes a melee attack, you can reroll your hits, and then each time the Warlord makes a melee attack against an enemy character or monster, you also add 1 to your wound roll. So really good at getting him nice and punchy. Now we've got a Carl in here with the Rampart Crest, Auto Pattern Combi Bolter, and a Mass Gauntlet as well. Should obviously mention our Einherjar champion is going to have the Teleport Crest. Now, troops-wise, we've got 2 units of Hegemony warriors. They're both pretty standard ion blasters on the unit as the main gun for most of the fighters in the unit. The only difference here is we've got a plasma axe on one and a concussion gauntlet on the other model. Just due to points, we don't have the points to get both concussion gauntlets. But we've got Magna rifles and we've got the L7 missile launchers, probably my favourite special weapons for the units. And then we've got the multi-wave comms array. This allows our backfield to spread out more, as this will increase the range of the Carl's ability to provide rerolls to hit for the units up to 24 inch, so long as they've got the unit of the model with the multi-wave comms array alive. Elites wise, we've got 5 Chthonian Berserks, with one of them with twin concussion gauntlets, one with the mole grenade launcher, and then 3 with heavy plasma axes. Ironhair Hearthguard squad with 7 Ironhair Hearthguard, 3 of them with the plasma guns and concussion gauntlets, 3 with plasma guns and the plasma blades. I think this provides a nice variety of combat potential. The plasma guns for me are just really solid. You can easily swap out and mix up some Vulcanite disintegrators in there if you want. We then got the Hairseer with the teleport crest, plasma gun, and also the concussion hammer for a little bit of higher strength power. For me, these and the Ironhair Champion are going to teleport onto the table. Meanwhile, we've got the Carl and our Hearthkin Warriors to sort of hold the objectives. And the Chthonian Berserks, they'll be going in the Sagator, which has the Sagator missile launcher, provides some nice fast moving counter opportunity. So we've got 2 combat units that could really deploy where they need to, though when the Ironhair Champion and indeed his Hearthguard are down, they're probably not getting too far from that point. But meanwhile, the Chthonian Berserks and the Sagator can provide some nice good movement for the force. 999 points, 53 power level. We've got 1 CP left after using it for a relic and the warlord trait. It's a fun combat focused army for the Leagues of Votann. And so that is the end of the video. Thank you all for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And while you're at it, why not come join our Discord server as well, which you can find linked in the video's description. Also linked in the video's description is the best way to help support the channel via Patreon or YouTube members. If you'd like to help support either, it would be greatly appreciated, as it goes towards making the channel better and better at doing what we continue to do here. We'd like to give a special shout out to all our Patreons and YouTube members, so a thank you to our Patreons: Christian Weir, Soren, Greenskins Gaming, Kenny Lowe, Outer and Shot First, Andrew Bowen, Nathan Fee, The Rising Ape, Q Dynamic, Anthony B, JJ Austrian, Average Wargamer, Domir, Mark Harvey, James Cater, Derek, and GRP390. And also a shout out to our YouTube members: Green Roots Gaming, Kenton Young, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny84, David Ellsworth, Wolfric Nick, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Revenar, Pink Nico Fire, Robin Mankiller, Monty's Tabletop, Terrain, and John Castle. Lastly, a special shout out to all the people who help support the channel via sponsorship or via collaborations, and a special thanks as well to Lady Witchfox Art, who does all the amazing artwork you see on the channel. Thank you all for watching. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.